Zion Williamson. He didn't play in their first matchup against Virginia Tech, which ended in a loss, but he is back and better than ever.
Yeah, they played February 26th in Blacksburg. Third straight year Virginia Tech beat them on Vodtek's home court. But meanwhile, Justin Robinson also wasn't in that game for the Hokies.
Well, he's no Zion, but he's pretty good. He's a great leader, the lefty southpaw, makes threes, gets into the lane, very creative, uses ball screens. He's a natural leader.
So here are the starters, and again, Alex O'Connell for Reddish. Reddish, the third leading scorer for the Blue Devils, not in the lineup to start the game, and we don't know. At first, there were some reports that he might be out for the game, but he came out for the last couple of minutes of the pregame warm-ups. Didn't really shoot, just kind of stood around the basket, and he begins this game on the bench. Kissinger, Lucky, and Smith, the officials for this game in the regional semifinals, and the tip belongs to the Hokies, Bill.
And Duke goes a little man-to-man, Jim and Grant.
So Virginia Tech, the 26-18, having beaten St. Louis and Liberty to make it here to the regionals.
They do a nice job cutting, using the scissor, getting open looks like that. How about that? Ahmed Hill on the money early. 38% three-point shooter, and they can guard. It's tough to drive. Got to use some power game.
Well, they help so well on defense. They make you shoot the ball from the perimeter. Duke has to be able to knock down shots and, of course, get the ball inside to Zion.
That's the power game. The big fella looming large. Woo.
So a little power move right off the bat for the 18-year-old, 285-pound freshman, coming off 32 points in the second round.
Virginia Tech loves this sort of scissor action with Blackshear at the high post. A lot of cuts, a lot of reads, and he's capable of going one-on-one.
Got a little
5-second call, but Zion inside. 3-4 people around, doesn't matter. Go up strong and finish. There's no Taco in there, so now he has room to operate.
no Taco, no. I'm sure he's relieved.
Taco played quite a game for the Knights last Sunday. They all did. Coming up just a point short in that heart stopper. Here's O'Connell, and he's lost control of it. He started in the game February 26th, again at Blacksburg. Scored 6 points on a couple of threes in 20 minutes of action.
And he's a capable player, 42% from the three-point line during those 6 games when Zion was out. Had a 20-point game at Syracuse on February 23rd. So not the player that Cam Reddish is, but is certainly capable.
Started 6 games total this season. This is the 7th. And now Virginia Tech.
Now they run this stuff, the pinch post, and this kid is a big-time. A lot of good pass there by Walker.
And Zion takes middle. And reaching in from behind, had it taken out of his hands. Nearly stolen away by Beatty.
And we talked to Buzz Williams yesterday, and he talked about valuing the basketball, not letting Duke get out in transition. Good possessions on the offensive end of the court. Obviously a turnover right there. They almost led to a Duke fast break.
They get 73 possessions a game. They're down in the 300s. Duke gets 85, and that's very important. They're 25th.
One thing about Virginia Tech, they do not allow points in the paint. They're best in the nation, only 19 points a game coming inside the paint, while Duke does most of its business with points in the paint. 41 a game, third best in the nation out of over 330 schools.
Jim, this is similar to Virginia, the Cavaliers, and how they defend. You're going to have to knock down some three-point shots to beat this team.
That's his game right there. You called it. Good, great look. He's very athletic too, O'Connell. He's not a shooter. Great length. The difference in this Duke team is this end of the floor. I think they've done a much better job defensively. Ooh, a hit on the floor again. We've seen a lot of that.
Alexander Walker crashes to the hardwood.
He bumped his head as he fell.
Barrett with the foul.
Now, this kid is terrific going left. Great handle. I mean, boy, he got pinched pretty good.
One Canadian fouling another.
Yeah.
Barrett and Walker, who have been friends, opponents, growing up in junior ball and high school, and that's not even fun to look at right there, that replay.
Looks like he's okay, though, shaking it off. It is amazing. Oh, he's still wincing a little bit. Watching this kid, he really jumps out at you. Just amazing. Picks up, charges it. They all play great D. He looks to drive it, kicks to his buddies for threes.
Virginia Tech is so dangerous because they shoot the ball so well from the perimeter. Those driving lanes and opportunities present themselves. And Alexander Walker, one of the best in the country at getting to the basket.
And Buzz has got the Hollywood look with the shave this year. Interesting. Like our colleague here, Jim.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Well, you can afford it.
That's pretty impressive after crashing to the floor, hitting 2 free throws, getting up and doing that.
Look at this.
Zion right over the top of Outlaw.
Oh, my goodness. How do you check that out? That's where I'd like to see him dominate tonight. I think that's how they win this game.
And now Blackshear takes the outside shot. Somehow it goes.
Everything goes through him, though. He's the catalyst.
2-point shot for the 6'10" junior from Orlando.
They've been raking if the ball goes inside, trying to dig in. A nice cut by O'Connell. How about the acknowledgement?
Yeah,
Barrett just fills up that stat sheet, doesn't he?
Barrett just knows how to work everybody into it. Great assist.
Over 4 a game. That's what makes him so special, don't you think?
Oh, no question. His size, his versatility, doing everything for the Blue Devils. Barrett.
And now Hill.
Nice hands.
Zion reached in. Here we go with AT&T above the rim.
How about this big time? Leave the chandeliers. Put the china away with this guy around the house.
Yeah, Hokies say that should be outlawed as he goes right over Ty's back.
You have to block him out.
Oh, sure.
And not give him a running start there.
Good luck with that. Here it is.
Exactly.
Passes up the baseliner, whipping around a couple of times on the perimeter. Now Hill, he's hit one already. He's got another from 3.
He can fill it up. Very quick to the 10. That's what makes him tough.
They shared that basketball and played with confidence, this Virginia Tech team.
Yeah, they look very sharp on both ends. Jones, that medium game we love.
You talk about pace. Virginia Tech, they'll run opportunistically, but they like to be methodical, execute, space the floor, drive and kick.
Oh, Hill hangs on the rim to save himself, but doesn't get the basket.
That's what happens when you can shoot from deep.
Zion now will try the 3. And he delivers.
Outlaw looking around saying, I don't like this guy inside or out.
That is impressive right there.
Williamson was 7, the Blue Devils 9.
Robinson will probably come in at the TV. Nice cut. They run that post. That's the old red R back action. That scissor play they run in the pinch post in the middle. Just turn, brush screen, and dive.
Basket by Beatty.
Where does Buzz Williams get there? He's not that old. He don't remember red Arbach.
Hey, I'll tell you what. This kid's a student of the game, though. He's not a kid. This young man.
There's Barrett, long rebound, picked up in the corner by Hill. Lucas about to check in. Bolden and Jack White. White had missed the 2 games in Columbia because of a hamstring injury, was questionable for this one. They're both at the scorer's table.
He had struggled over with that 3. Walker. Ooh.
Beatty with the 3.
Boy, they are ready, aren't they?
They test your defense, dribble penetration. They shoot with confidence. Virginia Tech, having beat Duke before, coming out here not afraid. I think tonight Barrett's going to have to be a facilitator. They're not going to let him get to the basket.
Nice pass.
Delorier takes it from Jones.
And I like that. Trey Jones not settling, attacking the closeout, getting into the paint, finding his own teammate.
Virginia Tech 3 for 3 from 3.
Dribble exchange after a screen. A pretty play gives a clean look to Walker. But that was down too.
Blackshear tapped it to keep it alive. And now Outlaw flips it over to Beatty.
Beatty really playing under control too. Once in a while, get a little upbeat with the bounce.
This unit really got comfortable learning how to play without Robinson. And this guy right here, finding guys for open threes.
They have 2 good looks on this trip, and they'll still have possession out of the break.
And Virginia Tech on fire early. BB for three from the corner. And their reaction is into it, playing with passion, celebrating early. Tech in control.
Here's a look at enhanced stats developed with Google Cloud, looking back on that one meeting of the year. In Blacksburg, Virginia Tech led for 88% of the game in that 77-72 win. Again, no Williamson for Duke, no Robinson for Virginia Tech. Barrett was sick in the first half, but ended up coming on strong in the second half. Blackshear with that double-double, 23 and 10. But it was the third straight year they've won in Blacksburg against a Duke team that was ranked in the top 5 on each of those 3 occasions.
Have you ever been there, by the way? There's a 6-foot wall. Have you done games there?
Never done a game there.
No, that's probably the only place you haven't been in this country. I mean, it's an intimidating place, great fan base. But right now, I think Duke's got to get Zion underneath, and I think also Barrett in a little post up too, because he's got the size differential at the other end. I don't think they can settle deep.
Well, Virginia Tech so good at double teaming in the block, but I agree. Get the ball to Zion, let him attack that double team quickly and get to the rim.
And I got Bolden in the game now, so I got 2 power brokers and White as well. They got some great size, so defensively they may be inhibited. Dribble drives might expose them a little.
Robinson seeing action for the first time for Virginia Tech.
It'll be interesting to see who Bolden guards. He guards Blackshear. Blackshear more than capable of taking him outside and taking him off the dribble.
Here is Robinson, Virginia Tech's all-time assist king. Took the record away from Bimbo Coles. And going the other way.
Pinned down.
Those 2 guys have played against each other a few times. Alexander Walker and Barrett.
They sort of know one another, reading all the write-ups.
First foul of the game on Virginia Tech. BD back on the floor, comes in for Alexander Walker.
Playing a little smaller in the backcourt. Whereas Robinson, one of those guys, you've got to force him to the right. He's a terrific going left. And this is what I like.
Williamson had it taken out of his hand. Tried to save it right off the head. It looked like a hill. And it's going to stay right here.
Great weak side help there by Blackshear coming from the baseline. Williamson spinning so powerful, walling up, getting a little deflection right there. But you have to understand that man will keep coming. We saw that last week for sure.
Put the fear of God in you.
Jones. And he'd only been 1 out of 10 from 3 in the tournament before that one.
Well, Mike at practice, as we all saw the other day, he worked on him doing a little more moving towards the ball. Don't just catch and shoot it. Just the confidence that a coach, a Hall of Fame coach, can instill.
White defending on Hill. Blackshear wants to challenge Bolden. Drives in and whistle.
I'll tell you, Blackshear.
You're right, Grant.
So talented there at the top of the key. Nice ball fake. But when he drove, he used his body. He was seeking contact right there, initiating it. Maybe get a little arm out there on the side, offensive foul. But he's been the reason why they played so well, particularly as of late.
Second team ACC. Again, 23 and 10 in the first game against Duke.
And Jim, there's that heel we talked about today. You see it up in the air?
Yeah.
Left heel.
Says he got it from his dad, who was a great player down at Stetson in his time. The law is their battlefield. Don't miss the series premiere of The Code. It's Tuesday, April 9th, after NCIS. His father, Kerry Blackshear, left Stetson years ago as the school's all-time leading scorer and was the Atlantic Sun Player of the Year his last year, then went on and had a long career in Europe, around the world, playing down in South America as well. And you know the family, Grant.
I know the family well. Kerry's sister, Kayla, plays with my daughter in high school, and his father, Kerry, Kerry Sr., plays golf with me all the time and takes all my money. So.
Yeah, he's a low single-digit handicap.
Well, some people say that's very easy.
Jones
How about this
now?
Along came Jones. I love kids who can reach back. They sort of beated him into taking shots, had lacked a little confidence. Not today.
Funny how it works. Again, 1 out of 10 the first 2 rounds. Now he hits back-to-back threes.
So Robinson, he really finds people all over the floor.
Jones with 6 points in a 40-second span. Back down to Blackshear on the blocks. And Williamson rejects it.
How about that? Down to 4.
Outlaw in time. Ooh, that was some block.
That was incredible. There are blocks, and then they're the one that just are eye-popping. Nice show. Look at how they zone up in the back. Such a well-coached group.
But its passes had too much heat on it. Robinson lobs it. Hill hangs on for the dunk.
He's a great lob passer, this kid. You just got to execute at the other end of it. This is a wow game, by the way, isn't it?
It's got a great feel to it. Jones, you guys don't believe me? Okay, this time he misses.
Look at the hustle by Bolden.
And it's off Bolden. What a
Take
feed.
this one.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Virginia Tech coming out here. His last name is Hill. And he finishes strong in transition. Virginia Tech in control.
Show your love for your favorite NCAA team with officially licensed fan gear. For the best selection of team apparel and accessories, head to ncaa.com/shop. Just want to warn you or alert you that Houston and Kentucky are about to tip right now over on TBS, with the winner of that game to face Auburn in the regional final. Auburn eliminating North Carolina tonight. So Virginia Tech has not trailed, had a lead as big as 6, and now with possession coming out of the under 12.
There's some excitement there when you mentioned Houston, Jim.
Yeah, a little bubble in the voice. Now, this kid is tough going to the left. You got to make sure you jump him too tight.
Outlaw drives into the paint, kicks that one in a travel ball.
And a nice little flash to the corner by Walker. What a great read. If he hadn't walked, had a good look.
4 turnovers by the Hokies so far.
How about Buzz? What a job he did at Marquette. Came into this league and unbelievable opportunities.
5th year in Blacksburg. Got his 100th win in the 2nd round.
And 3 in a row in the NCAA. Charlie Gore a few years ago did that. I think he had 4.
Ball was tipped. Barrett able to pick it up.
Barrett unable to get going.
Yeah, he's got to assert himself. They're really struggling on the offensive flow.
They are helping him, helping off their teammates, not letting Barrett get in the paint.
Nice pass.
Delorier was left alone.
It's very tough. You got 2 Dublin. A nice overload one side, no weak side.
Well, Barrett's so tall, 6'7", 6'8". He can see over that double team and find the open player.
You've done some interviews with Tim, haven't you?
Yes.
He and Zion, you said they're characters with one another.
Silly, they're playful, best friends.
Blackshear for the bucket.
He is good warding off, and he protects that ball from the weak side.
Zion has it taken away. Hokies have it.
Tried to do too much, they pinched him. His early drag screen, pretty effective.
Hill dumps it down low. Blackshear just scored the last trip. Gonna be another foul here on the Blue Devils.
And look right here, Raph, as Blackshear on this fantastic move with his right elbow, just able to, ooh.
He is a smart player. Everything goes through him.
Yeah.
Great feel. He's going to make some tough passes at times.
Elbow to the face.
And made sure Delorier knew he was there.
Love tap.
Zion almost comes away with it. Hill instead.
Look at him play, though. Plays hard.
I thought that might get blocked from behind.
And Virginia Tech has 4 guards essentially on the perimeter. All can make plays off the bounce. So hard to defend.
This is a tough match for them here. A little hide and seek behind the screen.
Good rebound by Barrett.
And a silly foul, too.
Blackshear had position there, Raph.
Yeah.
Barrett just went up and got it. Obviously, Blackshear is so important to this team. He cannot be in foul trouble. As you said, everything runs through him, but
this is his first.
He's got his hand caught in there. Barrett does so many things well, doesn't he?
So versatile.
Again, I would ride him a little bit.
I'd like to see him post up. He has the advantage.
He's got BB.
Yeah.
It's like you playing against me. Not quite that bad.
Next year goes out, fellas. B.J. Horn on the floor, number 14. As Barrett. And Horn was out of position and was holding on to Zion once he got beat. Horn just coming into the game for Blackshear.
And Virginia Tech has not played against Zion Williamson. They don't understand. You have to have a body on him. Zion, as you said, good luck in trying, but
Jay Horn needs a buddy to help him.
He's had already 3 offensive rebounds. He'll shoot the free throw. Try to get Duke its first lead of this game.
I would look the second half. We got a long way to go here. Where Barrett becomes more influential, closer to the basket. I think Mike will make that adjustment. Because he's given or taken like 5 or 6 inches where he could dominate down low. That's what he does great. Look at that find.
Beatty with a 3. He likes that spot.
They play small with the two of them together, but effective. Always in a position, almost like Virginia, Grant.
very much that weak side defense. They're a foot in the paint all the time. They'll give up open threes, but they won't let you penetrate and get into the lane.
Goldwire on the floor for the Blue Devils.
Nice hands. Boy.
You see that double team? He just
How about
that
triple?
double team.
Just terrific job with the find here. Great adjustment, huh? So clever, always peeking, finding.
Goldwire, who hit a couple of threes in Columbia after hitting 1 all season long, and that's short. And Jones tries to make an appeal, but that was deflected, the shot. But it's Hokie basketball. Virginia Tech with a school record 26 wins on the season. And a 4 seed in the tournament, highest seed ever.
Zion Williamson airballed that three-pointer, but actually been shooting the ball well from three-point line in the last 5 games. 47% from 3 for the big man.
I'd still like him inside, wouldn't you?
Oh, no question.
Look at this. Oh, almost.
That was Bolden. We saw Robinson's pass coming. Barrett.
And that's where Barrett is so good in transition.
The one fear you have if you're Virginia Tech and Buzz, the open floor opportunities. They come in waves and really attack the rim at the end. This kid's got a great left.
Hill bouncing it over to Horn, back outside.
Really moved that ball from side to side.
Much cover Bolden on him.
Got a piece.
Good defense there by Bolden.
This is where Duke has become so much better this year on the defensive end. Here comes, thought he was going to unload.
That was on Bolden, setting the screen and rolled into Alexander Walker. Virginia Tech still in control, leading up 1.
Well, Virginia Tech 50% from the field. Duke, though, 14 points in the paint. Again, NCAA best 19 points in the paint allowed by Virginia Tech per game this season. Coach Cave working the officials during that break, but Buzz Williams was as well, setting a little pace here.
Hey, you know what this reminds me of? Jim Valvano years ago, not in the tournament, similar situation with talking to the refs. Can I get a technical for what I'm thinking? And they said, no. Well, I think you're terrible, but he said it a little bit differently. Bang.
Classic. Tracy, over to you.
Well, Jim, Buzz Williams telling us yesterday he believes the team that takes the most shots will win. So during that timeout, he is urging his team to get a shot on every possession. And then he talked about those live ball turnovers. That's what Duke does best. He said we need to play to our strength.
Blackshear, top of the key.
I was there with you, Tracy, as well, and he also said offensive rebound. He must block out Duke. Can't give them those second chance opportunities.
Robinson tried to put up the 3. One of the things that Buzz is referring to, they only committed 6 turnovers in the win against Duke in February. Season low 6, but they've got 5 already in this game.
Now you just can't feed this Duke team. Great in the open floor. The more possessions, you're in a bad position. Look at this kid having a really good half. Good for him.
And 1.
Toughness. We talk about his defense, but great leadership qualities, read situations here, dodges the traffic, little kiss as well.
And what I love is he attacked the closeout, didn't settle, got into the paint there for the three-point opportunity.
Second foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
He is so important to their offensive flow as well.
It's the first lead of the game for the Blue Devils, and it's 26-24.
They get after a little 2-2-1. No, straight man.
Blackshear came out of that last break and returned to the action after sitting down after picking up an early foul. And
look at his pressure.
Delorier is able to take it away.
Numbers.
Jones. O'Connell.
Well, when you have options like that, that's that turnover we've talked about. Crucial, that point in the floor. They adjusted with the full court. You got to go over the top and attack.
You talk about the ball pressure. Tyus Jones, one of the best, if not the best, guarding the ball, forcing that pressure.
7-0 run.
Well, he paid for that gamble, though.
Robinson.
Jones gambled on the post play.
Isaiah Wilkins on the floor now for the Hokies, #1, and he is on #1 of Duke. Check that matchup.
That kid hustles, runs the floor, gives him a little spark. Zion lingering outside.
Tapped out by Wilkins. And 9 to shoot for Duke.
And against this defense, ball movement, player movement, one-on-one ISO is not going to work against them. You got to get the ball around the perimeter, get the defense to shift, and then attack like Jones did on the previous play.
Got around Wilkins. Pass to Wilkins. Beats the corner to Hill. And this kid, he's, well, the first guy that was on hand when Buzz took over as the head coach. He's been there for all 100 wins in the Williams era.
Wilkins really made that play.
And ties it at 30.
In one move, right? Didn't come back down. Nice find by Barrett with that size.
Ahmed Hill leading the Virginia Tech cause with 11 points, including 3 from outside.
Post Blackshear now. He's got the advantage inside.
See if they switch it. No, they don't.
Robinson. He's got it from outside.
He can light it up. This kid plays with confidence. 9 threes against Syracuse. Proof with 35.
Barrett with Hill trying to give him fits.
Hill and Barrett going at it.
Foul outside.
A little nickel diamond, a little woofing going on. Hill, but how about this one?
Just when in doubt, throw it up to Zion, but the catch and to be able to change in midair and finish. And of course, Robinson answering the 2 guys who didn't play in the last game, playing big here for their respective teams.
First foul on Hill. 4:11 to go on the half. It's been a good half of action.
Leaving Jones alone that time. Robinson really gambling.
Jones.
Tough shot. Tough shot under contested. Tell you what, right now we got a pretty darn good one here,
yes,
folks. Very competitive. They know one another.
Coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament is sponsored by Booking.com. Be a Booker. Taco Bell. Sometimes you gotta live Moz. And by Bud Light. Find out what's in your beer.
Coming up on AT&T at the half, first half analysis and an update on Houston and Kentucky, plus the latest NCAA tournament news. AT&T at the half. R.J. Barrett has assists on 7 of Duke's 13 baskets.
And right now, R.J. Barrett's godfather, Steve Nash, is somewhere smiling proud because Barrett is facilitating, finding the open man, And of course, this fantastic pass to his running partner. But R.J. Barrett, a winner, finding ways to contribute, facilitating for his team.
There's half of Grant's paycheck goes to Nash. The other half goes to Hurley.
Hey, how do you know?
He is really fun to watch. Great size, length, vision.
It'll be fascinating to see how this final 4 minutes of the first half plays out as Hill.
What a find. Didn't acknowledge it, but that was a bullet. Went the wrong way, had Jones on the wing.
O'Connell threatens to shoot, gives it up to Jones.
How about that? That's all Coach K. I am watching him the other day with that young man, just instilling more confidence and faith in him.
Well, he is named Trey, so he's got 3 from out there so far. Robinson with Blackshear right underneath the cylinder. Williamson's on his back. And
I think Bolden.
Blackshear, I think, heard those footsteps from Zion.
Number 3.
But you're right, number 3 there. Blackshear loves to stay on that glass. Good ball fake. Getting both of them up in the air. And I think you're right, Bolden with the foul.
This kid is impressive, isn't he? He knows how to play.
Yes, he does.
you can watch Masters live for exclusive video from Amen Corner 15 and 16 and featured groups. Watch live on the CBS Sports app, CBSSports.com, Masters.com.
And Bolden out, but Jim, I think I know the reason the heel is up in the air.
Tell me.
It's you want to get your motion forward and be on your toes, and kids have a tendency to be back on their heels. So this gives his left foot an opportunity to lean into the shot a little bit, and obviously the right comes up. So it's effective for him.
It'll work for the second one as Horn returns to the floor for Blackshear.
I didn't know you were a shot
buy
doctor.
that?
I didn't know you were a shot doctor.
Do you buy that? You give me that look like, what are you talking about?
Lob it underneath, Tolt taken away.
Nice help. Really in the right spot that time. Horn.
Horn's waiting for it. Got the open look. All Duke underneath.
Well, they do that so well. Villanova reminiscent of that ability to get in the lane and then kick it back out for open looks.
Virginia Tech 7 out of 15 from 3. O'Connell with the quick draw. Ooh, it dips down and out. Virginia Tech's missed its last 4 from the field.
Robinson just has a wonderful knowledge of where everybody is, and if you relax, just flicks that ball.
Directing traffic now with 10 to shoot.
Got the switch he wants.
Got the shot they want. Hill unable to make it.
Duke was bailed out on that play. A little confusion defensively. Even a wide open jump shooter.
Look at this match here. Go to the box.
Better get some help.
Wilkins crashes down low, and Zion trying to come in and take it. Up ahead, Horn saves it on the baseline.
A little ice baseline. He likes this match, I think.
Robinson in trouble. Beatty picks it up. Plenty of time. Hill passes up on the shot. That's way short. Off the floor with it. Put back, yes.
He'd be closest to the floor at that size, able to pick it up and finish.
Wabisa Beatty puts the Hokies up by 3. Their first basket in over 3 minutes. And a 3-point Virginia Tech lead. Already tonight, Auburn ousts North Carolina. Michigan State wire to wire over LSU. And look at this, Aaron Henry with this combination. At least 20 and 8 and 6 assists in a regional semifinal. The first in 25 years since some guy named Grant Hill did it against Marquette.
Wow, that young man is in rarefied air.
What happened to the humility?
Yeah.
lacking. Oh, I talked to your mom and dad.
We used to know you.
And you said I interviewed you after that game?
After the game you interviewed, I remember I kept saying the kiss.
Up ahead they go. Hill.
Tell you what, this defense.
They've been able to take it away a few times, haven't they?
It's amazing how this team really gets after it and competes.
Oh, they got the push off at the arm. Barrett, he initially got hit, but then he threw the arm out. And Zion's got to get engaged. He is not engaged on the offensive end. And a nice little defensive maneuver.
Robinson might have sold that a little bit.
He did, I think, but initially it would have gone his way if he didn't throw the arm out.
I agree.
Gold wire on the floor for the final 49 seconds as Barrett goes to the bench with his second.
They really look offensively out of sync, too.
You saw a short while ago a shot of Cam Reddish again. A knee injury, just a surprise for everyone. That news revealed just before tip-off, has not seen any action. In uniform, but on the bench. Here's Blackshear way outside with a three.
They can make those, too.
Tell you, they execute their offense. Hard cuts. Virginia Tech, open three, just not able to make it.
Duke can take the last shot.
Get the big guy down in the box.
Virginia Tech, by the way, has only 5 team fouls. They have a foul to give if they want to. Out to Zion with 6.
Now that's the one. They're going to say not shooting. Boy,
and Robinson was there at the nail, ready to help out. And Williamson still able to maneuver and draw that foul. So skilled and talented. His agility.
First foul on Outlaw. Good foul there with 4.1 seconds. Duke to inbound. And they're going to bring Barrett back for these final 4 seconds. In for Goldwire.
Watch a little screen for Barrett. A little double. And a give back maybe to Jones, believe it or not. Mike's up at half court, switching spots.
Williamson away from the basket. Barrett's in the lane.
A little cross screen. Oh, nice
Barrett.
post up. He got hit too. Nice play. 2 shots. Mike did that on the fly. That's amazing. Got him in different spots.
Nice little back screen right there, and Barrett drawing the foul.
On Hill, his second.
That size one out there. Nice little dive.
7 assists, but only 1 out of 6 from the field.
Duke will pick up, I'm sure, full court. And Buzz setting something up after the free throw.
Yep, timeout Virginia Tech. One more free throw coming, though, first from Duke. Tomorrow, the first 2 slots of the Final 4 will be filled. Texas Tech takes on Gonzaga. This is action on TBS. That's first up. Then Purdue and Virginia from Louisville. It all starts with Infinity NCAA tip-off at 5 Eastern. Here we go. Last 3.3. Barrett only 1 out of 2. It's Hill. Stumbles for a moment. Midcourt heaves it. Almost.
Oh, boy, did they have an inspired half of play. Virginia Tech, great defense. The offensive end,
Boy,
Duke has struggled.
I thought Hill had a chance here, guys. When they played a month ago, the halftime score was Virginia Tech 37-34.
That ball almost did go in right there. Hill just playing fantastic this game here in the first half.
Almost an identical score from the first game at the half. Just a 1-point difference. Tracy, over to you.
Thanks a lot. Coach, you got it done offensively in that first half, but defensively, how did you get Duke out of their rhythm?
Our guys are trying real hard. That would be the first thing. We've still given them too many points in the paint. I don't know what happened since the last ATO, but I know going into the last ATO, they've scored 20 points in the paint. Obviously, they're elite at scoring in the paint. We've got to continue to figure out ways as the ball is moving, off the pass or the bounce, that our whole team is moving as the ball moves. We're a little late. We're moving after the pass is in flight instead of while it's in flight. We're watching the guy dribble and then moving. it's got to be simultaneous.
Appreciate the time. Thanks.
Hey, is Nance calling the game?
He is.
Can we sub Tony Romo in for coach? So it's like NFL on Sunday with you, Nance, and Romo. Get coach out of there.
I'm out again.
Sorry, Raft.
The right-hander.
We'll catch up with you later tonight, Raft. Tony, come on in.
I'll warm a seat for you.
Virginia Tech leads it at halftime, 38-34. AT&T at the half. Coming up, you're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Houston and Kentucky. You can see it on TBS also.
This is AT&T at the half. AT&T, giving you more for your March Madness thing.
Back in late February, when Virginia Tech knocked off Duke, they held a 37-34 halftime lead. Tonight in Washington, D.C., it's Virginia Tech 38 and Duke 34. Greg Gumbel, Clark Kellogg, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. Duke has spent much of the first half looking up at Virginia Tech and have been fighting to come from behind.
Yeah, they have. You know, Virginia Tech has done a great job of capitalizing off of the overcompensation on the defensive end by Duke. So when you make that mistake, find the open man, find the open shooter. So don't be afraid of the trap. So we're going down to the vision, and here it is. So once the pick and roll comes, if you get off and you help too much, I'm going to find you all the way in the corner and knock down the three. And again here, don't go for the steal, because if you go for the steal, we got to find the other shooter. Boom, knock down for three again. And again, if you don't get back, Zion, in transition and run to the corner, which you should have, all of a sudden we knock it down again. It's just finding the right person in the right time. That's what they're doing. The overcompensation by Duke for the steals or the trap has led to wide open threes for Virginia Tech.
Well, they 7 for 17 from three. That's the big stat of the game. But I said, when we were talking to the guys in the studio in Atlanta with Coach Bray, if I beat a team, I know Zion did not play the first time these two teams played, but if I played somebody and beat them, I have an air of confidence about me. And that's what I think we're seeing in the first half. And now, obviously, Cam's not playing. But if I played a team and beat them, regardless of who played, I would feel really good about my chances.
If Cam Reddish is not playing, is that making a huge difference to Duke?
Yeah, it does. You lose a guy who can give you some presence defensively because of his length, and he's also an outstanding three-point shooter. Percentage-wise, is the best three-point shooter for Duke in percentage and volume of makes. And so you miss that. But in the meantime, you do have Zion. And he is there and doing what he typically does, making plays that drop your jaw. Here he is. This is really pedestrian and elementary. But going up as quickly as he does there, that's a little bit more of
elementary about that.
Nothing elementary.
That's crazy.
And that one right there was absolutely insane. Quick jump, finish, and foul. But he's so strong and quick off his feet. That was much harder than that look to catch that in midair and turn to the goal. So he's had a solid first half. Trey Jones has been the guy, though. He's made 3 out of 4 from behind the three-point line, and he's going to have to continue to do that to balance out points in the paint with some perimeter shooting.
Once again, it's a 38-34 Virginia Tech lead. Meanwhile, over on TBS, Midwest Regional semifinal between number 3 Houston and number 2 Kentucky.
Good action here. There you see P.J. Washington. He had missed the last 2 games and entered the game after the first media timeout and went right to work. Made his first 3 shots. He's such a good inside-out player. That's Armani Brooks coming off the screen for Houston in transition. Good find, and there's P.J. Washington. Houston late matching up. And right now,
Ankle looks good.
yeah, it looked very good. He's moving around great. And Houston trying to maintain contact here. They don't want Kentucky to get too far out ahead of them.
Kentucky didn't appear to struggle, but they weren't playing the same game at the beginning of this game as they were when they hit the break.
Took them a little time to get going offensively, but they've been so good defensively that always holds them in until they can get some scores in transition.
What P.J. Washington does is he allows people to play in their natural position. You know, you don't have to be the best player in the world, but what you have to do is your best point guard can handle point guard duties. Your best shooting guard could be shooting guard, your best small forward. He puts everyone back, and now everyone starts to get comfortable. And it took about, 5-7 minutes, because I think his players on the team were like, okay, let's see what he really can do and where he can really go. And now you're starting to see an ease that Kentucky's playing.
Well, anytime you get your best player back, it gives you an air of confidence. You know, it puts, number one, Kenneth's point, everybody in their right position, but it puts everybody in line behind the man. That's a very comfortable place to be.
All right, rumor has it there were some other games played this evening. We'll take a quick timeout here when AT&T at the half continues. Highlights of the two newest members of the Elite Eight.
Henry, there you go. Tom Izzo to the regional final, wire to wire.
War Eagle in effect here in KC. For the first time in 33 years, Auburn is elite.
Welcome back, everyone. First game of the night on CBS. LSU and Michigan State looking every bit the contender that a lot of people feel they are.
And this guy, Aaron Henry, got him started early, scored 5 of the first 10, ended up with a career-high 20 for Michigan State. Nice block shot there by Nick Ward. Penetration and pitch. Gabe Brown came off the bench, made 4 of 6 from behind the arc. Tough fall here for Nick Ward. He obviously injured that wrist. Diagnosis after an X-ray. Bone bruise, which is pretty good news. Big bucket here by Matt McQuaid. He didn't score a bunch, but got a hoop and the foul shot to go, a 3-point play. And from there, Michigan State on to the Elite Eight.
80-63, the final where they await the winner of Duke and Virginia Tech. Meanwhile, in a game that some people thought was the most important of the night, Auburn and North Carolina. How'd you feel about this one, Chuck?
I felt very good. Listen, it was a fantastic game. The young kids really stepped up making threes. Chuma Okeke was the best player of the game until he got hurt. But everybody stepped up. Daniel Purifoy.
Yeah, he made 4 threes, Chuck, and this was really scary here. You see that left knee of Chuma Okeke's buckle. He was in obvious pain, but he did walk off. No report yet of his status, but Purifoy was fantastic. They made 12 of 18 threes, Chuck, in the second half with the Tigers.
12 for 18 is fabulous, but man, great win for
Auburn awaits the winner of Houston, Kentucky after the game. Auburn coach Bruce Pearl with our Jamie Erdahl.
We had great respect for North Carolina. We admire the way they play because we try to play that way. And so everybody was making a big deal about the fact that you're going to run with North Carolina, you've lost your mind. But Auburn basketball plays pretty fast, too.
Chuma Okeke was playing out of his mind, unfortunately, before he went down. What impact did he have on this game, and how do you move forward without him?
Chuma was the best player on the floor. He's hurt. He's hurt. So, but we're gonna rally. So I'll go hug on him.
That's what he needs, Coach. Thank you.
Understandably emotional Bruce Pearl regarding Chuma Okeke, who slapped the Auburn name onto the board as the Tigers advance. We have had no official word as yet. The question is, how will this team proceed without him?
Well, that's a tough hit. I mean, it deflated this area. When
if
we saw
they have to proceed.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. Right. But again, obviously, you lose a player of his versatility and production. I mean, it's a major, major hit. And you've got a quick turnaround. But you've got to be able to put it beside you once you find out his status. And then the next guy has – and they're deep. I mean, they are deep. But it's going to hurt him quite a bit if he can't go. Yeah.
2 things. He was the best player on the court. He finished with 20 and 11 before he got hurt. But to me, the biggest thing is, can Bruce get these guys psychologically up? I mean, because obviously losing your best player is a psychological effect. Now he's going to have to talk them into believing they can win without him. I think that's where it's going to be the most important thing, because they obviously going to be down, but they got to pick it up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, you're sitting here, you know, I had all my blue all around in balloons, but, you see a kid like that go down who was playing so well. You know, I'm hoping that it's more scare than tear.
Right. All right, we are at halftime, second half of Virginia Tech and Duke still to come. But right now, let's send it over to our special contributor, Phil, for some highlights.
I got a highlight for you guys. I finally made it to Mount Rushmore. Best part of my trip. Man, did you know these presidents were 5,000 feet tall? Surround them with a scrappy point guard like James Madison. We're talking easy March Madness 1 seed. Speaking of the tournament, haven't watched any of it.
AT&T would like to remind you that just okay is not okay, whether it's Phil's game analysis or wireless networks. Thanks for watching AT&T at the half.
UEFA Champions League is heating up. Stream on BR Live or watch it on TNT. The quarterfinal round continues April 9th. Halftime here in Washington. Virginia Tech leads the #1 seed by 4. We'll return after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by Infinity. Empower the drive. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Push button, get mortgage. Samsung Galaxy Buds. And by Orange Vanilla Coke. Available in 0 sugar.
Duke was held without a field goal the last 3.5 minutes of the first half. It's a 4-point Hokie lead. We couldn't get Romo up from the Dominican Republic where he was playing at a golf tournament in time to take your seat. So Tony says thank you anyway. We'll stick with you, Raph, for another half.
I was going to work on my Cleveland boards.
How about the first half, this offense for the Hokies?
The offense has been spectacular. Just great ball movement, moving from side to side, and of course, knocking it down from downtown, 7 for 17 from the three-point line.
And I think Mike would like to see more of Zion. What a great block. The elevation, the quickness to cover is just extraordinary. And that is just to gather and bring it all, big fella. This is where Grant and I were just wondering, why not post him up? I think they got to jam it down there anytime there's a mismatch.
Here are the Oreo first half stats. And you heard Coach Buzz talking about how too many points in the paint for Duke, 20 in that first half. But Virginia Tech leads at 45% from the field. Let's go over to Tracy.
Thanks a lot. Mike Krzyzewski has confirmed to me that Cam Reddish is out for the game with that left leg injury. He told me it came as a complete shock to him right before the game that he was unable to go. He said the key is that RJ Barrett can't get frustrated because not having Cam out there allows Virginia Tech to double his guys. So RJ Barrett, he'd like to see him just play through it here in the second half, Jim.
Okay, good report. Thank you, Tracy. You saw that little nugget there, the graphic. Duke were trailing by at least 4 at halftime in the tournament. It's 3-12, and the last time they came back from a deficit was 2001 against Maryland at the Final Four in Minneapolis.
I love this. I love this.
And look at this start, man. They come right out with a play and finally break that field goal drought with Barrett.
A nice little set. A little sprint to the wing there. Just solid, aggressive performance.
Duke on this end defensively has to be solid. Virginia Tech moves the ball around. Great cut and find.
Outlaw trying to figure out where he is underneath the cylinder. Blackshear keeps it alive. Too strong with it, and it stays at this end. They had 2 looks right underneath the goal.
You said it best. It's a nice little screen and roll, and RJ didn't settle. He attacked the double team, getting to the lane. One of the best finishers at the basket. More of that is going to be needed for Barrett.
He's got the 2 fouls, Jim, too. It's a concern at this end of the floor.
Blackshear, that one dips down and out.
Alley-oop.
Jones stumbling through, almost walked.
But they look different. They look different already.
Connell misfiring from the corner.
A little more spirit, though, not lackadaisical, much more aggressive. Zion ran the wing, looking for that lob.
Edie dribbling around, goes outside Outlaw. And he's long on the jumper. Fight for the ball. Blackshear has it. 2 Duke players around him, and he'll shoot a couple from the line.
Pretty aggressive play, huh?
Aggressive play, and that's 10 offensive rebounds for Virginia Tech. Blackshear has 6 himself. And able to just will himself to get to the free throw line and draw that foul.
Blackshear with 7 points and 8 rebounds, 6 of them, to your point, Grant, at the offensive end. Who delivered the Buick expectation-shattering performance of the day? Tune in to Inside March Madness, presented by Buick, and find out.
And as you said, Raph, you can feel Duke, a different team here, responding at halftime. It's important for Virginia Tech to stick with what works, executing their offense, being patient, moving the ball side to side. Because you know Duke is going to come out here with some force in the second half. And once again, I'd like to see Williamson get a touch there on that block.
That is the same sort of a set they ran, a little
Overload the corner.
Yeah, double box, 4 on one side, an open shot here.
Open for Jones.
Just great execution the last couple of trips.
Different kid this game, Trey Jones.
Oh, he is. He's a gamer, right?
Lead is down to 1.
There's that scissor play. Dribble exchange.
Beatty able to get free off the screen. Had a good look at it. They're not hitting their shots.
Hold on.
Zion drives in, and Duke is back in front by 1.
I'll tell you, I would never sit in the front row under the basket when he plays. But he attacks. Just hide the children.
First lead since 28-27.
Tough shot.
That's having a tough game.
It looked like Buzz Williams was looking for a timeout on that possession, but you said it best. Zion just took one dribble, gathered, and Outlaw had a charge opportunity. Thought better not there to do that. He got out of the way, but that is just
he wanted to be able to go to summer school. Oh my goodness, but boy, he can turn them up and get up and down the floor.
Virginia Tech 0 for 6 to start the second half.
And he did the right thing here, get Robinson back in the game. Let him run the offense.
Ooh, tough one, Blackshear. Over the top to the corner, and they got a 3.
And I'm not sure what that inbounds, out of bounds play was, but what a pass there by Blackshear.
Barrett lost it, put it back up.
Well, you got to cover the three-point shooters if you're Duke. He's kicked Outlaw.
That last basket by Outlaw, his first points of the game.
Virginia Tech's execution on the offensive end, not as crisp as it was there in the first half.
And not finishing the things at the rim either. He loves left. He loves left. Blow by! Out of Canada. Nobody getting back here.
Barrett bounced on the line, going back the other way. Alexander Walker, who was quiet in that first half, exploding here.
And those 2 fouls early, but he has just got a wonderful use and utilization of that left. A nice little hold off to get him to the rim.
That was his first field goal of the game, that driving basket.
One thing about, gotta wait with that one. One thing about Jones, he doesn't reach in and get his momentum forward. He's so sound in his stance. Double exchange going to his strong hand if they gave it to Robinson.
Alexander Walker. 4 to shoot. Outlaw turns around. Tough one, almost goes. Wow. Colvin clears. Up ahead, they go to Barrett. Surveying and driving. And on the shot, there is contact.
I thought Outlaw did a pretty good job there, walling up. Barrett's so good at drawing contact using his body, but Outlaw jumped straight up. Might have been a clean play right there by Outlaw.
Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com.
This kid's got 9 double-doubles coming into tonight. Only a little weakness, maybe free throw shooting. 66%.
He's got 9 points and 8 assists, so he could soon have a double-double. Not with the points and rebounds like most of the time you'd be talking about.
They are good at kicking it back. Nice attack. Woo-hoo.
Outlaw gaining a little confidence on that corner 3, driving and scoring 2 more.
They play hard. There's the load up. This makes them do some things. That's what they got to do more of. I mean, he could just swallow up the baseline.
They had 2 guys right on him, Grant.
And Virginia Tech trying to double team from the baseline. Outlaw's got to keep Zion Williamson out of the middle. Easier said than done.
Bounce pass, last touch by Jones.
But the interesting thing, at least when he gets a touch, now you have to make a defensive decision when Zion touches it.
Even with the double team, Zion Williamson cannot be denied. A little chicken wing right there. A big chicken wing, I should say.
Coke is introducing new orange vanilla Coke. It's orange and vanilla and Coke, and delicious. Great scene here in Washington, D.C. Michigan State having won earlier tonight, never trailed, and now will take on the winner of this game on Sunday in the East Final. But this one's tied. It's never been out of sight on either side. Virginia Tech led by 6 at one time in the first half.
Got to go through Blackshear now. Get him involved a little bit more. Bolden with the 3 fouls on him.
Need some help on the inbounds pass. They get it to Outlaw.
Automatic switch. Oh, nice.
Close body and gets it. He used a body to shield off Bolden.
Wow. And what a great use, disdaining the ball screen. Turns it down and attacks.
Bolden had to be careful for picking up his 4th. Barrett with a 3.
Good two-handed rebound. Ooh.
Blackshear says no, Zion.
Yeah.
You're not getting this one.
They got to jump off.
The arrow belongs to Tech.
Buzz can't believe it on the sideline. See if he gets the. Oh, you know what? He got the. I thought he had the ball.
Yeah, I think he had the ball too.
Yeah,
Williams.
look. That's one argument I think he's won most of his life. It's mine.
Robinson.
Empty side.
It was not a clean catch. The pass was a little wide. It threw him off.
Great point, Jim.
Mismatch inside. Blackshear on Jones.
They never got any rim either. They got 4 to shoot. Blackshear backing in, doubled up, puts it up. No. Tap. No. They've had a couple just right underneath the basket. They couldn't finish off in this half.
He just shrugged his shoulders too, a little frustrated. Right it inside.
Little 2 action here. A little tip pin down.
A little curl. They're good at that. And 1.
Boy, does Barrett know how to draw that foul?
He sure does. Clever. And what Mike does is interesting. He's coming to his strong side off that pin down. Just a terrific read. Gets into the lane. Knows he's got some contact. Finished the deal with a chance for another. A little life. And there's his bosom buddy. And why not?
Roommate.
2 highly hurled performers.
Coach Krzyzewski says the will to win with RJ and Zion, you can't measure it. Says they love the big games. There's no fear or nervousness, even under the microscope, which they've definitely lived under their freshman year. So the 3-point play puts the Blue Devils up by 1.
Well, they ended their freshman. It took Grant 4 years.
Virginia Tech 31% from the field in the second half.
They've been able to drive, draw, and kick for a 3, but I'd like to see some post action for Blackshear. Here he goes.
Wilkins. Moving it around the perimeter with 7.
Get him inside with Barrett.
Robinson driving on Jones. With a nice pass, Wilkins.
What a great pass by Robinson. Short clock. Getting to the rim with a nice dish.
He can go right to O'Connell. Fell asleep defensively.
That matchup, Robinson and Jones, 2 of the best guards in the ACC and all of basketball.
Well, Wilkins was on. They still on him. I think you got to go Zion. Here's a fumbleitis.
Short clock with his right hand. Williamson coming from the weak side. Great presence of mind by Robinson. You got to help the helper. Williamson comes to help. Nobody helps him.
Yeah, Zion there was, I blamed O'Connell. He had left his guy. O'Connell couldn't get down fast enough to cover for him. That trust you build defensively.
I'd like to see Blackshear at the elbow, one-on-one with the bigger Bolden.
You get, well, middle.
A little scissor action here.
Nice.
Bounce pass. Oh, that was a little bit optimistic.
That's hard to defend. Most teams don't run that kind of offense.
You don't see it.
Got to have a head on the swivel defensively.
And you also have to have a guy that makes passes. That was a nice little look. Unfortunately, a little strong.
Their first turnover in 13 minutes. Barrett again. Dipsy-do for the lead back at 51-50.
The whole approach is attack mentality now. They lacked that in that first half.
Robinson, where's he going with it? Looking for help, going to Blackshear, and Virginia Tech regains it.
And so composed, Robinson just takes his time, finds the open man, the mismatch, Blackshear inside.
Zion's got a mismatch again with Wilkins. Jones, nice rebound.
Bolden, no, he never got the clean grasp. Got numbers, 3-on-2. Robinson. It'll stay with the Hokies.
Well, when they run, they get out. They had an opportunity there with a pass. I think he was going to do it if he controlled the dribble on the wing.
Good hands there by Trey Jones. I agree. They don't run often, but when they do, they fly down that court.
They steal it on the inbounds. Barrett.
Look at this kid.
Shot.
Well, he knows with his size and the ability to handle, so efficient.
16 for the game, 13 coming in the first 8 minutes of the second half.
Coming into tonight, 222 points from Barrett in transition.
On the other way. Not sure if they gave that to Blackshear, but how about this?
They did. His third foul.
Pretty impressive right here, this kid. Putting it all on his shoulder, a little kiss.
Need to check your bracket? Hey Siri, show me Sweet 16 scores.
Boy, I don't want to see my bracket after these results tonight, but hey, I'm looking at Jalen Rose at Michigan, slithering through the defense. Little lefty touch. Does it look like those old days to you?
Very similar, left-handed R.J. Barrett, like Jalen Rose, so adept at getting to the rim. Great touch. Barrett was quiet in the first half, now has 16 points, and a lot of it, as you see there, in the paint, using his left hand at the rim.
He can get up. Pretty good around that rim.
Yes, he is.
Tracy.
Jim Buzz Williams, during that timeout, he took out the whiteboard and he wrote, "Our discipline must be greater." He said, "It's too pretty. They are more physical. Run to it, run to it, run to it. We changed the game, not them. Our talk needs to be better out there."
And Buzz Williams is right. In that first half, Barrett, there were no lanes, no opportunities to get to the rim. Second half, he's just waltzing down the paint to the basket.
Mike's put a few different sets in that he didn't run either that has helped him. Giving him spots, moving bodies around, getting him better angles. Here's that double. Now this gives you a chance to, that's a great look. If he makes it, it's beautiful. That's why he's got to be in there. Force the other team to make some decisions.
I'll tell you what, Virginia Tech has opted to double Williamson and leave Trey Jones open. And right now, 4 for 6 from the three-point line, shooting with confidence from downtown.
He's got 17, which is leading the Blue Devils' cause. Kick back outside Wilkins.
What a nice cut by Robinson, and then the fine.
What a nice closeout there by Williamson.
I got an injury in the other end. Is that Barrett got hit, I guess. I didn't see anything, just had to be inadvertent, I think, right?
I didn't see anything either.
Yeah, that's just one of those contact sports, that little hand. A little massage. Seems to be okay.
He'll be all right. He's a gamer. R.J. Barrett, so important to this team. All the injuries and adversity, he's been the one constant right there as he, as you said, got massage there on the face.
Looks like a lot of us in the morning. Kind of reaction.
A lot of us hanging with you.
You every morning.
There's that post. Those blocks were covered. Now they got a high-low. Once again, what are you going to do?
Going to feed it to the far side and rebounded off the floor by Wilkins. His 4-point bulge, the biggest, matching the biggest of the game for Duke. 6, the largest lead of the game by Virginia Tech, and it's Jones. With the
How high can you go? Goodness, I thought that was going out of bounds.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I haven't seen enough of this guy.
I remember a freshman doing it in the championship game in 1991.
What was his name?
I don't remember, but it was Duke against Kansas.
Similar haircut, maybe a little higher too. Fantastic. Zion.
He'll have the same bank account too.
And here it is, 91, Kansas Duke. Leitner to Hurley to Hill early in the championship game. And the one-handed throwdown by a freshman. And just a moment ago, another Duke alley-oop. A little two-handed action this time. Who do you give better style points to, Rav?
Well, the difference is Zion is fundamentally sound. He caught it with 2 hands to make sure he didn't fumble it. I liked his haircut a lot better than his. Oh, that's great.
Oh, man. I'm flattered you guys put me in the same category. That was an amazing dunk there by Zion.
Last 7 points to the Blue Devils to go up 6.
They've turned it up on the defensive end. Virginia Tech out of rhythm, out of sorts. As Blackshear back in the game. He needs to get some touches for his team.
This guy really hasn't been able to get going. Nice duck in and doesn't
Again,
get the roll.
how many of those have they missed in this half?
And, you know, I think the reason is the size. You get a little tired. You don't elevate as much. And he was a little bit frustrated. Just banged his head.
That's at least 4 trips down the floor where they've missed it from a foot away.
Blackshear really zoning up.
Turn around on Outlaw. Lost his footing. Barrett's got control of the dough. Tapped around out to Blackshear. He's got up ahead. He's got Hill. Oh, he overshot the runway.
It's been that kind of half here for Virginia Tech. Missing easy baskets inside. Balls going in and out on jump shots. And, of course, the missed opportunity on the fast break.
Grant, the energy's a little bit different from Duke, so it preys on you a little bit.
Beatty back on the floor for Buzz.
And this might be the lineup, too. Playing smaller. Change the look a little bit.
Well, they've had 6 consecutive empty trips. Have the Hokies.
I just like this. What are you going to do is what Mike is saying from the bench. Once you double, Zion Lumen outside again. Nice extra look.
Jones pulls up baseline. And a good defensive possession there by the Hokies, who need to get things figured out on this end.
He likes to get in the lane and find somebody.
Too much one-on-one right here.
Got Bolden on him, goes back out, and it's stolen by O'Connell.
That's a great defensive scheme. Stay at home, play the smaller guy in the lane.
Bolden got around Blackshear.
Blackshear with those fouls can't be aggressive defensively, and
he's tired too. Did you just see that?
Tired and frustrated.
Inhaling.
First bench points for the Blue Devils. That basket by Bolden. Here's Robinson coming in and one.
How clever is this kid?
Just when they needed a spark.
A nice little handoff. That is a tough pass because you got Jones Lumen on that inside handoff, and you turn that corner and look at this body search. The English, Willie Mosconi, would love it.
And he got the 4th on Bolden right here.
Whew. He is tough onto that dominant hand.
Bolden out, Delarier in, brings it to 5. Back on the floor is Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who averages 16 a game. He's at 4 points right now, 1 out of 6 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3.
B.J. Horn, not a bad move here, giving Blackshear a little bit of a blow. He is winded.
Barrett.
Look at this kid. What a kiss that is. Whew, tough angle.
And I love how he's not settling. Once again, attacking, getting in the paint with a high percentage shot.
And he's the high man for Duke with 18. 17 for Williamson, 17 for Jones. Just joining us, Duke going the night without Cam Reddish.
This is when you need Walker to step up.
Turn around.
There you go. This kid really is talented. Big quieted.
Reddish with a knee injury that just surfaced minutes before game time. The word was put out that some injury happened earlier today. Details still sketchy. That's off Williamson. We got the under 8, and we've got a good game going here in our nation's capital, with the winner to face Michigan State on Sunday for the right to go to the Final Four.
Greg Gumbel in New York with a Geico game break. In Kansas City, Midwest region, Kentucky got P.J. Washington back on the floor. Are the Wildcats glad he is? Perfect 4 out of 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and Kentucky's lead is 43-38, 12.5 to play. Jim, back to you.
All right, well, Houston was down double digits. They were down 11 at halftime, so they brought it back to 5 with the winner to take on Auburn in the regional final in Kansas City. And look what Barrett's done, the first Duke player with a point assist double-double since Hurley against Kentucky in that epic 92 regional final in Philadelphia. Blackshear back on the floor for the Hokies.
Separation. Nice rebound. Look at the little guy get up. O'Connell helped finish it. Jones is a gamer.
Duke shooting 63% from the floor in the second half. Primarily because of this guy, Barrett.
Ooh, that was a tough catch.
He's tied his career assist mark with the 10 assists.
Now, this was a move I just love, Mike. Forcing them to double if that's what you want to do. He split it. They didn't close it.
We talked in the first half about him getting down there in that block. Can't be guarded one-on-one or one-on-two.
Robinson slashing to the hole and blocked by Delorier. They point out a foul on Barrett.
Oh, what team defense, though. Well, I hope he's okay.
Right here, Outlaw goes for the ball fake. He shouldn't. He's not going to block his shot. Just stay down. But he splits the double team, and then Delorier comes, and that might have been a goaltending. I can't tell from that angle, but Robinson's competing out here, getting to the rim.
Take note, they've got 4 fouls on Bolden, 3 now on Barrett.
At the line for the Hokies, number 5, Justin Robinson.
Robinson to shoot 2. Monday on CBS, it's the can't-miss new hit comedy starring Cedric the Entertainer and Max Greenfield. Come on over to The Neighborhood, Monday at 8, 7 Central, only CBS America's #1 network. So Robinson, he was out with that left foot injury for 12 games. They went 7-5 without him, but one of the wins was against Duke. But they were 19-3 with him this year.
Tells you how important that kid is. Last time Williamson was on the block, they had a guard double with him. Look at this kid.
No stopping that. Oh, it's a charge. That'll stop it.
And give Outlaw credit, sacrificing his body in front of 285 pounds of Zion Williamson.
Check your insurance. Wow. That's the right call out.
That's courage.
Set up. Yeah. Profiling courage.
Outlaw's had a hard time trying to figure out what to do with him, and he finally, as you said, courageously hung in there and drew the charge.
This is a great move going in. Get this kid going again. Nice step and a bump.
Oh, he needed that. And one. Confidence dwindling as this second half is motored on until that moment right there. Having had so many opportunities around the rim.
It's a great footwork, no question about the foul. Little kiss, and Bolden back on the floor here. He is clever. Whether the foul line, the pinch post, or down in the block area. Got to play through him.
Third foul on Delorier. So the foul's mounting on 3 Blue Devils.
Bolden comes back in the game, so Blackshear should try to attack him. Bolden with 4 fouls himself.
Trims at the 3.
And you really got to do a good job harassing the passer, too, if you're Duke, just to help out your post defender.
And that's going to be a reach in on Hill.
And a little nickel dimer out there trying to fight over the top. He's done a great job with this team, Buzz, taking a shot at him there. And they are so basically sound defensively. Clever on the offensive end with their sets. Look at the help. Look at the help.
Jones back out
wide open.
Barrett, step back three.
Pulled the string a little bit. Once again, Jones.
Jones everywhere tonight.
Yeah, keeping it alive. Just a cross screen to the box.
And it ends up in the hands of Blackshear.
Walker with a marvelous play.
Robinson. Oh, Zion got to it. At the other end, Duke pull up two. Yes.
What a reaction. The speed to cover. Wow.
A 4-point turnaround. And that little sequence right there.
Great example of same hand change, freeze them, and then a lingerie on the deck. But wait a second, the speed to cover, just extraordinary. Size, weight, keeping it alive to go to the other end and ring the bell.
Yeah, that recovery right there is just
awesome.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Wow.
And then Jones hits the shot at the other end to give him 19. To go with 7 assists.
And he's got to guard one of the premier handlers at the point. Automatic switch. Got to go to Blackshear.
Oh, what a shot.
And
Alexander Walker.
And what a great possession. The best possession offensively I've seen from Virginia Tech in the second half. Ball movement, player movement leads to the open jump shot.
He's starting to simmer. It's down to 2. Blackshear with 3 fouls on Zion, who drives right past everybody.
They just can't play him with the fouls, much less the lack of foot speed to cover number 1 in his explosive play.
Wow. Good coaching, Coach K.
You've been saying that for years, right?
Wow.
Tough pass. Hill working on O'Connell. Tough shot. Back is Blackshear. It rattles out. Put back, takes him to the floor.
They are starting to mix it up. Let the big guys go at it.
Yes, they are. Blackshear persistent. Has 14 rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds. Staying on the glass, has a nose for it. Big free throws here for the big fella.
At the line, number 24, Barry Blackshear shooting.
5 out of 7 tonight. It's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS April 11th through the 14th. And this year, for the first time, the Augusta National Women's Amateur debuts the prior weekend. What a time. It's March Madness, and what a game here. All this intensity. With 4:24 to go to bring it to 2. We got them both.
That last possession, Blackshear was on Zion Williamson. Williamson took him outside and used his quickness. Just like now, they moved Blackshear to Bolden.
They got Hill, so they post him up. Nice little. I like Zion inside. Don't settle out. He wants a ball screen. Be careful of the charge.
Hill trying to stay with him. Trying to fend him off, and the foul outside. It's going to be on Hill.
He is so big and strong.
Look at the speed,
This is
though.
his 4th, Bill.
He just turns that corner.
Boy, clever.
Hill saying that Zion wrapped him and hit him in the face as he spun. But wherever he has the ball, just want to watch and see what he's capable of doing.
Well, if he hits you in the face, you're going to feel it.
Oh, you would definitely feel it.
Even incidental.
I actually think the officials are going to take a look at it. I think it's incidental, but
The officials at the monitor reviewing Virginia's play.
Come over and talk to us about it here as you look at the replay.
Well, that's just
reviewing for a potential flagrant.
Now they call a fall.
They call a foul on Hill.
I don't think they can call a flagrant.
Yeah, I don't. He hit him, but I didn't think it was incidental. Who knows? That was
Gene's territory. This is a big moment because Hill's been called for his 4th right here, and he gets hit in the back of the head.
He does, Jim, but they're calling, they call it a 10-1-4 foul on Hill before Zion Williamson makes contact with him. So that whistle blows, and now this contact that Williamson makes to Hill's head or neck area, it's an accidental hit, and when it is like that, when there's no intent, they will look at the level of severity. And listen, that's a big man that's just using his arm in a way. I think this is accidental, and I can't see them upgrading that to a flagrant foul.
To play on.
You're right, Gene. You've listened. These guys listen to you.
So 4 on Med Hill, 4 for Bolden. And we got 4:03 to go in the game. Duke up 2.
Virginia Tech 5 fouls.
Left open, Jones. It's his night. Wow, what an incredible performance by the freshman from Apple Valley, Minnesota.
And what a turnaround, right? Right,
yeah.
Jim? What a turnaround performance.
Yeah, he was struggling from the floor the first 2 rounds of the tournament. He's got a career high now with 22.
5 for 7 from the 3-point line. Looking like his brother Tyus.
Yeah.
Walker. Pulled down by Bolden.
Blackshear right there. He had to go after him with 2 hands. Go inside. You got the big guy on the block. Just clear.
Jones.
Well, there you go.
Thought about it, but this he'll take instead.
He thought right.
Take the patio furniture in. Wow. Can he unleash?
And the freshman stepping up big. Trey Jones showing off that range. And great ball pass inside. And Zion, don't come from the help side. Dunks with so much power. Imploring his team.
There's your game summary. Zion Williamson, double-double, 23 and actually 23 points, 5 rebounds. Scratch that double-double. That belongs to R.J. Barrett.
Look right here, Zion Williamson's going to the basket. The band and the bench, they jump before he jumps. I'll tell you, the bench knows they've probably seen it all year in practice, and they're just happy that he's not dunking on them.
That's the first time the band has missed a beat, I think. They were a little slow elevating, but this kid just brings it all.
Virginia Tech down to 1 timeout. 2:53 to go. Got to make up 7.
Do that little squeeze box. Some guys call it elevator screen. Got to be Blackshear or Walker.
Blackshear, who has a double-double, 15 and 14.
There's that dribble exchange. There you go. Nice ducking in the hole.
And that's going to be the 4th on Barrett.
Yeah. On the switch, he got ended up with the big fella.
Could be a 1-and-1.
Number 3, Lisa Beatty checks in for Virginia Tech. At the line, 24, Kerry Blackshear shooting 1-and-1.
Well, he's had a lot of tough guys to go at all night. You know, Bolden, Laurier, then you got Zion as well. He has labored beautifully.
So Barrett joining Bolden with 4 fouls apiece. As Blackshear tries to trim it to 5.
Mike's got that little 2-3 in his game, too. You never know if he sneaks in a trip, see if they can dodge one, particularly with the foul problems. We're going to use some clock.
Right now, Virginia Tech defensively guarding Williamson on the block, must double team on the catch and keep Barrett out of the paint. I think I'd stay home on Trey Jones tonight.
Yeah, I think I would too. This is where you can't double with enough people quick enough, and look at this. Oh, everything but.
Bolden put it up too strong.
Bolden's got to go up to dunk that.
Trey Jones and Blackshear, offensive rebound, nice cut.
Drive it in, and Hill on the baseline, roaming free. Their first field goal in over 3 minutes.
Great read. Trying to force it one way.
Back to Bolden on his back is Outlaw, which will be his fourth.
What a great cut here, Graham. Beautiful. Walker doing a lot of nice things this second half. Great read. Blackshear occupied it on the one block. Pretty play.
Make that 3 on Outlaw. Duke to inbound with 1:40. 37 of their 39 points in the second half have come from Zion, Trey, and RJ. All but 2 points. For 3, freshman with Reddish the fourth out for the night. O'Connell. Bolden with the rebound and short with the putback. Second chance, no, but fouled by Blackshear.
That's where the size prevails in the right spot. Advantage to the offensive rebounding team when it doesn't hit the rim.
Of course, with Blackshear guarding Williamson, a smaller guy on Bolden, able to secure that offensive rebound and get to the line.
So 4 on Blackshear. Bolden 72% on the season. After all the games are over, Ernie and Seth Davis, Brendan Haywood, Candace Parker, Notre Dame head coach Mike Bray have all the highlights and analysis on Inside March Madness presented by Buick, only on TBS.
Who knows these two teams better than Mike Bray, right?
Right. Got them both. Each team has a couple of players with 4 fouls, but we have only 1:21 to go.
Right now, Virginia Tech, you don't need a three-pointer right here. Duke likes to switch everything, take advantage of those mismatches. Maybe Blackshear down low on that switch.
If they don't, they got the switch right now with Jones. Look at the weak side help. Oh, they leave. You can't leave. The Laurier. Oh my goodness. Leaving Trey Jones bare.
75-71 with a minute to go. Playing for a spot in the Elite Eight.
Mike wants Trey Jones to get it organized. I still like the big fella on the block. Even though he's got Blackshear and can drive him.
Virginia Tech going to zone up here, packed it in point and tight.
5 to shoot. Zion. That's a charge.
I'll tell you what, he was moving. He was moving. That was a great effort defensively. Now watch this move, though. I guess not, though. A little slide at the end. Yeah, he jumped.
But I'll tell you what, 4 guys in the paint defensively. You got to give Robinson credit for sliding in there and taking the charge.
He is a tough kid.
Oh, wow.
Bolden back on the floor. 4 down with 30 seconds.
Jones has got a hold on Robinson, trying to fight over the top. Good free throw shooter, too. 81%.
1-1, though.
You got to get ready for your pressure.
81%. 1-1.
2 timeouts left for Virginia Tech as well.
Virginia Tech making this free throw with Robinson. Now you got to try to trap here early on the first pass in from out of bounds, assuming he makes it.
Blackshear going out, I think, plays smaller.
We got a 2-point game.
Full court press now. 1-2-2 on occasion. This looks like it's straight man.
29 seconds.
Try not to let Jones get the ball. I would.
Duke has to come meet their passes here. This small lineup will be swarming here on the defensive end, trying to get a steal.
And they give it right away.
This will be a 1-1 at the other end with Jones 77% on the season. He's had his career high tonight with 22, including 5 out of 7 from 3. On a 1-1 coming up.
Virginia Tech with 1 timeout left. Duke with 2.
They bring back Ahmed Hill and Blackshear. Duke's hit its last 5 at the line, 7 out of 9 on the night as a team. And chased down by Hill. Virginia Tech 2 to tie, 3 for the lead.
Now they're going to play it out. Horn set.
Robinson with Williamson on him.
Get Blackshear to the block.
Switch off now. Robinson to the corner. Hill for the lead, and it's long. Blackshear trying to chase after it. Saves it with 5 seconds.
They got the timeout.
Smart timeout there by Buzz Williamson. Woo. Blackshear running that rebound down. Hill, corner 3 right there. Great contest by Barrett.
Sure was. Nobody had the foul situation. And a great hustle by Blackshear to run this down.
Looks like Blackshear might have been on the line there, though.
He was.
Yeah.
No one's looking down.
Hill before that corner 3 was 3 for 5 on the night from 3.
Great hustle there by Blackshear. Great job in the truck getting that angle. From there, looks like he was on that line.
Yeah, just check the clock in that situation. Got to be 2 involved.
How about Virginia Tech getting themselves back into the game?
Of course, it's not reviewable. Foot on the line, so that just goes as an apparent missed call. They cannot review it. They're just looking at the clock now. They were for a moment. 5.8 seconds to go. And what are they going to do here?
Robinson's the key guy, I think. If Trey Jones, I'd prevent him from getting the ball initially. They love that rub and turn the corner. Slide Blackshear into the low post area. The other thing is the dribble exchange to Walker. Walker's great at refusing the exchange and back cutting.
You know, Duke likes to switch everything, and if they do, maybe Blackshear quickly on a mismatch inside, but if not, it's got to be Robinson one-on-one creating something down the stretch.
And you go right at it, no question about it, but you might end up with a 3 or forced to, Jim. Another timeout after taking a look.
What do you think the odds are? They end up taking a 3.
Well, if they go to the rim and they're stopped, I think that, but I think they'll go for the deuce. At least I would, anyhow.
Yeah, I'd go for the deuce, and obviously this team, great spacing. If they overhelp, yes, find an open shooter, but you got to go quickly to give yourself an opportunity to make that read if necessary if you're Virginia Tech.
Then there's at least 3 dribbles on this, so they can do a lot of damage with this on the catch. The other danger is the inbound passer.
Always watch the inbound pass.
I think I saw Duke do that at the Meadowlands once, if I'm not mistaken, years ago.
It's going to be Hill to inbound it. 5 days ago, Duke escaped UCF at the buzzer. Can they do it again?
They like to do a lot of back scream and then pop out. Under the basket is Robinson.
Bolden on the ball.
Here we go, a whole season on the line. It's Robinson. Back over to Outlaw. It's wide of the mark.
Wow. Oh, goodness.
And it's going to stay right here.
A contested 3 right here. A deep 3 at that.
That was O'Connell who closed in on him.
He did a great job.
And I love that he...
This is a big on the ball on the inbound.
They might want to go over and just see if there's an
Check
extra
the time. Yeah, the extra
10th or 2 tenths that could go either way.
Big thing for Duke is the 4 they're going to come back and play.
Not a big fan of that particular play, a contested 3.
Exactly. On this play now, big on the ball on the inbounder. You know they may try and lob at the rim as well. but a screen and a corner jumper is available.
I think they had it right, and they're going to inbound it here with 0.6 of a second to go. Buzz Williams is over here probably making a claim that there should be more time in his mind.
Well, I think he's mad because he had the set play, and now Duke knows what the alignment is.
The ball there, yeah, off of Barrett.
Barrett touches it there.
I wasn't sure if the ball, though, bounced on the line before he touched it. It's tough to tell. I think here for Duke, regardless of how much time's left, you put Williamson under the basket. It looked like he touched it, and the ball may have bounced on that line.
Oh, they're gonna make a change. This is significant.
Oh,
a half a second's being added to 1.1.
So now you can catch and get a corner jumper, turn and square. You got to force them away from the basket. You got to make a definitive move to the hoop if you're Virginia. There's the lob.
The lob to Hill, and he missed it. Another one right at the rim. Goes Duke's way at the buzzer. Woo. Oh my goodness. They had it executed on the inbounds pass to perfection.
Perfection indeed. What a beautiful set out of bounds. Give Buzz Williams credit.
Duke with some divine intervention. Twice
in a row.
Wow.
Look at this play. Great pass right at the rim.
Oh, what a great play.
The kid who suffered through those 2 and 16 conference seasons. He was the holdover when Buzz Williams took over the team 5 years ago. And he's been through all of the Williams era, and his career closes at Virginia Tech with a chance to send it to overtime. Denied.
Crushing. Does that picture tell it all?
It does.
Heartbreaker.
Wow.
Goodness.
Give those kids credit. They were down there the last 3 or 4 minutes, worked hard to get back in the game, and had a chance to tie it, but unable to convert.
Tracy, another nail biter for Coach K and the Blue Devils.
That's right, and Coach right now hugging his 3 freshmen. Coach, another nail biter. What did you just say to these guys here?
I love these guys. And, you know, we beat a heck of a team, and we figured out a way to get the ball to Zion and RJ in the second half. And then our defense was very good. They're a hell of a team. They're an old team and good, and I'm proud of my guys. You have that adversity hit right away. And such a resilient group.
You mentioned that adversity and losing Cam Reddish right before the game. And what did you tell your team in the locker room before they came back out?
Yeah, just for the second half. Yeah, in the second, we were playing well. I said, maintain your enthusiasm, and RJ, don't be frustrated. He only had 1 bucket. And I said, we'll figure out how you and Zion will get the ball. And they trusted us, and they make things happen if you get them the ball.
You're right, they made things happen, and Trey Jones as well, and the way he came back with confidence. Let me talk to Trey, and we know you struggled against UCF, and just to come out and have the game you did, what was that like for you?
Right, my teammates, my coaches never lost hope in me. They kept the trust in me and kept believing in me. I mean, I keep playing for my mom in this postseason. She's been going through a tough time and fighting like crazy, so I just want to play for her.
What is it with these nail biters and shots that just fall off the rim at the end there?
It's right here on the mic. March Madness.
RJ, for you, Coach said when Cam, right before the game, was not going to play, you were getting frustrated. What did he specifically say to you that allowed you to have the second half that you did?
I mean, he just told me that I was playing great. I had 7 assists at half, and, you know, it's going to come just to keep playing and keep trusting my teammates. And Trey Jones is a tough kid, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
And how about the fact that you guys are headed to to the Elite Eight against a Michigan State team. Your early thoughts on that one, Zion?
I mean, we're going to enjoy this win tonight, and Michigan State's a very great team, so we look forward to playing them, and it's going to be a great game.
Appreciate the time. Congratulations. Go enjoy it right now.
Yeah, it's going to be some regional final. I loved it when Zion just pointed to the bike flag and said, it's that right there. See that? It says March Madness. And that's what it's been, especially for the Blue Devils' journey to the regional final. Duke and Michigan State is all set for Sunday here in Washington, D.C. And fellas, it's amazing that Virginia Tech got such an open shot.
Fantastic shot, Jim. Unable to convert, and as you said, Duke escapes again. A close finish.
Great execution, maybe no communication as well. Blackshear really stood his guy up.
Tune into TBS right now for Houston and Kentucky. That one's coming down to the wire. For Raph and Grant, Tracy, Mark Wolf, and Bob Fishman and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long from D.C. We'll send you to our studio after this.